All right. I just wanted to again welcome you to Samadhi Game. This is the day of traveling to the land of noble ancestors. We want to really ensure that we have all the wisdom, all the truth, all the power, all the love that has been shared by all of those that have gone before us, including our own familiar family DNA structure, as well as that of all the spiritual saints and sages that have gone beyond before us, so that we have their blessing as we move forward in our lives. So today we're going to travel in a very short period of time, very quick today, to this land of ancestry, and we're going to draw forth their light into our worlds so that we're protected and we're strengthened and nourished by their wisdom, love, and power. Yes. So let's go to the opening pillar of light, pillar of the world. Did you want to add anything?
We're in a whirlwind right now.
In a whirlwind of movement.
We are.
And we'll be traveling to the land of our ancestors.
We're being spun even before we travel.
So we're gonna do these mantras. We're gonna do some protective mantras. Normally, before you take a traveling trip, you do some protection. You in the East, they invoke Ganesha before you go on any travels or start any project, because he protects the complete outcome of that. So we invoke Ganesha and we invoke the great divine directors.
Yes, and to protect our plants as we leave. Everything we planted. I mean, literally, everything we planted.
Oh, Mother Robbie, mother of the plants.
We plant them, but we have to water them, too. I just
Yes,
hope they're watered.
We're nourishing them.
Okay, good.
So, Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet, compassionate flame, in, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego.
Charging my
World and all I contact with the tangible substance, living awareness and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. And right in the midst of the whirlwind, right when you're feeling the flows of negativity, the flows of confusion, the flows of anxiety, whatever it may be, an attack against your person from some source outside of yourself, go to these mantras immediately.
Yes.
Even though you may be feeling as though you have to respond in kind, just go to these mantras. Just try it and see what happens as you give these mantras, the clearing of energy that occurs for you and the protection that ensues when you put your heart back into harmony with your divine source. So come on, let's give it again. Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet, compassionate flame, in, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all I contact with the tangible substance, living awareness and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters. And there's the line that says we're traveling to the land of our noble ancestors. We're calling forth all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, to be with us now in our hearts, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. Om. Om. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Let's go on and give the odium reflecting one-way mirror I am. I love this mantra because anytime you feel as though you're under an attack of any sort whatsoever, this mantra will erect a mirror of light about you. And that mirror of light will allow for any negativity that is being directed at you to be returned, responded, and repelled so that nothing can enter into your heart of gold. So let's go ahead and go on and give this mantra now. About this pillar of light, this pillar of the world, this forgiving samadhi that I am, here manifest now about me, a one-way mirror reflecting back to its sender, and then you can say the name of those who are sending negativity to you very directly. I will think those that I am currently engaged with. I will see the vision of them. I will see the actual outline of their character. I will feel the actual momentums of their negativity as they have spun them forth.
And give them back love.
And but first we're going to say that we're reflecting all of their odium, hatred, ill will, disgust, abhorrence, repugnance, revulsion, loathing, detestation, obloquy. Oh, and just by the way, as we give these mantras, we cannot be harboring any of these words or any of these vibrations within ourselves, so that that this actually comes true. So as we give these, we give them in pure love.
Yes.
So all odium, hatred, ill will, disgust, abhorrence, repugnance, revulsion, loathing, detestation, obloquy, opprobrium, vituperation, condemnation, denunciation, abuse, criticism, censure, defamation, denigration, calumny, insults, castigation, excoriation, disgrace, dishonor, shame, discredit, stigma, humiliation, loss of face, ignominy, disfavor, disrepute, infamy, stain, hostility, antipathy, anger, abomination, and scandal. And here we give the reverse the tide mantra, which will reverse the tide of any negativity being directed at you, along with this mirror reflecting light that you have placed about you. And here we go. We'll give it 12 times. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Roll them back, roll them back, roll them back. Reverse the tide, reverse the tide, reverse the tide. Reflections command. Here manifests now in this very same person that we visualized. We said the name of these people that may be directing arrows of odium at you for any source, any reason whatsoever. All forgiveness, pardon, absolution, exoneration, remission, dispensation, clemency, mercy, reprieve, amnesty, grace, compassion, charity, forbearance, quarter, humanity, kindness, empathy, tolerance, generosity, boon, favor, peace, magnanimity, and beneficence. And holding those vibrations is what is going to reverse the tide. It's not holding anger for those that are holding anger for us, but it's holding those vibrations of truth, peace, love, forgiveness, forbearance, all of that. Holding those vibrations in a globe of love around us. So it's a matter of having the energy required to shift the energy, shift your attention from anger, vituperation, condemnation, anxiety, frustration, fear, doubt, whatever it is that you're holding with this other person, shifting your energy immediately into that place of peace that passeth understanding. And from there, giving this reverse the tide mantra, and then sealing it with this mantra of manifestation, this tantric mantra of manifestation that says, in the fullness of cosmic joy, we accept this and miracles manifest here and now with unconditional love, wisdom, and power, anchored in the earth, air, fire, water, and akasha, and tangibly manifest in our lives and the lives of all evolutions of light throughout cosmos. In the fullness of cosmic joy, we accept this and miracles manifest here and now with unconditional love, wisdom, and power, anchored in the earth, air, fire, water, and akasha, and tangibly manifest in our lives and the lives of all evolutions of light throughout cosmos. So you can even feel the shifting of energy. You can still feel the remnants, usually if you're involved in a difficult situation with someone else. You can usually feel those energies holding on for a bit while you do these mantras, but you can feel them abating. You can feel those energies beginning to clear. You can feel the fresh air of the pristine consciousness of the Christ self, the Krishna self, the Buddha self, issuing forth its mandate, reestablishing peace in your life. You really do. We have to be able to maintain that etheric consciousness of the Buddha at least 70, maybe even 80% of the time in our lives. That is the mandate from God. We only have to engage with this dual human ego 30%, maybe 20% of the time. And when we do, we can engage with it in an artful and in a healing way if we're acute and attentive to that Krishna consciousness that pours through our heart. So let's go on and give another few mantras here. These are protective mantras we're giving today. Usually before we go, we call for these great noble ones, our ancestors of light to be with us. The ancestors of old, our great grandfathers and grandmothers.
So this is basically a traveling.
These are a traveling.
If you travel and you're really afraid to travel, you call on the ancestors.
You call on the ancestors. You can do it for any reason, but oftentimes when you travel, you ask for the blessings of those who have gone on before you.
And when you're standing still and people are sending you horrible emails, this is the same one.
Same mantras. So this mantra here is a powerful mantra. Let's go into it. O electrons of life, stamped with my unique, individualized I am identity, having been given to the swirling aura of, and you can say the name of those who you have given to your light to, and it's not being returned in kind, but only being directed at you as arrows of presumable, in their consciousness, misfortune. But it is not, because it is only energy that is being directed at you. And if you can take that energy and transform it and utilize it in light, then you have just received energy. You've just received energy from another who thought that they were doing you harm, but actually are doing you a favor by giving you back the energy that you had given them at one time or another. So continuing on. Feel now the strong and powerful magnet of my honorable and healing heart. Be drawn and reclaim to this, my wholeness, as this one's name. Say it again aloud. And I thus do part. With dispassion, I love, honor, and let go of mentally, emotionally, and physically. By doing that, we actually set the stage for all miracles to happen. With faith, I trust in the overflowing abundance of love, overflowing abundance from that substance of love called surrender and forgiveness, to replace any inharmonious and disruptive patterns of attachment I created for and with, and you can see that person again being bathed in this surrender and forgiveness and love that will transmute all negativity and stop the flow of negativity being directed at you in any source whatsoever. And good morning to you, Linda Lally. Perfect now, perfect now, perfect now. And then say the name again of that one who's not returning your light and kind. From you, I withdraw and reclaim every erg of energy of my heart's unique identity. And I cut you loose and set you free. I cut you loose and set you free. I cut you loose and set you free. And you're cutting them loose and setting them free that they might move forward in the light of their own mighty I am samadhi, so that they can come to a reconciliation of their own negativities and understand their responsibility in holding to the truth, the love, and the wisdom of their beings, and the power of their beings, rather than misqualifying it with negativity and anger. This will cut you both free and allow for you both to rise in light in a way that you hadn't done before. So forgiveness is love. And cutting free is love. And reflecting of negative energy is love. It all happens when we love rather than hold animosity for. Mm-hmm. You know, you had something come up for you this morning that was beautiful.
Yes.
Robbie, her
my ex-husband
do you want to share
found
that?
love. I love that. I really love that. He found love as I found love.
And it's lovely that, you know, and
I love because, listen, I didn't find him as a hatred man, and we loved each other, and we just grew apart. So, and
you've been amicable and beautiful,
very peaceful. I mean, literally everything has been so peaceful.
And it allows the beauty and love to be shared.
I know,
and
but
actually look forward to meeting him when we go to Croatia this summer.
Yeah, we're gonna go meet him, but for you, my dear Gregory, those women really want to keep their what do they call it? Apron ties. Claws. I call it apron ties or something, but you call it claws. Yeah, they're just like trying to scratch your face.
Well,
and
when anyone comes together,
I will protect you.
When anyone comes together, any two people come together where great love is expounded.
I know, but literally,
exalted,
it's the same damn morning.
There is a.
You had the same clause, but mine was in like European newspapers that my ex has got this new girl. And she's da, da, da. I go, thank goodness. That's great, awesome. Thank, bless him, love.
Well,
and on yours was like, I'm gonna claw his eyes out because he married this blonde chick.
You lovely thing. But it's inevitable. I just wanted to say, oftentimes when you come together with a divine loved one, and you share love in a way that has never been shared before, you have to expect, and this is whether you do it in a physical way with another person or whether you're just sharing your love with your passion in such a way that it is completely out there, then you have to expect that there will be some lashback, if you will, from the dual human ego. And that dual human ego will act through people. It's really not them. How did Jesus say it when he was on the cross? He said, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. Because the energies of the dual human ego will have you held back. They will try everything they can to keep you from manifesting your oneness with your higher self, that samadhi self, that Christ self, that Buddha self. So you can expect this sort of strange but true channeling of negativity through those who, have a propensity for it, but it does come through them, and it really isn't even them. It's just this greater force of darkness which moves through and doesn't want the light to be expanded. Yesterday, a friend of mine came to me and told me about a project they're engaged in and that they are trying to create. And they're finding that everyone that they work with in good faith, They hire people in good faith, have loving relationship with them, and care so much about them and give more than they're required to give in order to have them help them in the project. Every single one of them has betrayed the trust that they have given them. And we found that to be true as well. Even in the best scenarios, when you're carrying a light forward, when you're carrying a truth forward that hits the planet Earth as that Vajrayana, that in the Buddha they say Om Ahum Vajra. That's the Buddha touching the earth with the truth. That Vajra causes the dual human ego to respond and say, no, please don't do that.
I know, but last night, out of the blue, that man talked to us like he was staring at you. And I'm like, what the heck is the man staring at you for? But he saw your light. I know he did. He did. He saw his light. And I was
this is why I married her, because she sees the light in every interaction that I have with everyone.
There was this man that had no interest in the guy who was building our arbor, me, or he was just staring. And I go, oh my gosh, he sees your...
Let me just take this really quickly. Hey, Daryl. Good. How are you doing? Good. Good. Are you on your way? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Absolutely. Please come. Okay. See, how long will you be?
It's going to be about another 15-20 minutes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Daryl.
So we have 15, 20 minutes.
I'm sorry I had to take that call because the only reason I took it is it gives us a little bit more time to spend with the broadcast. And that was divine grace, actually.
Yeah, but no, that was divine grace. But let's go back to you.
Okay, what were you
Last
saying?
night, that man at the restaurant, he was just staring at you.
While you're talking, I'm going to eat a bite.
Yeah,
Excuse me, but
Gregory
I'm really hungry.
He has to replenish his body.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Last night we were at a restaurant, and this man, elderly gentleman, I think of Indian descent, kept staring at Gregory, and he was asking him, did you ever live in Montana? And Gregory goes, yes. Did you ever do this? Gregory said, and I was like, how do you know him? Like this and that. And he just kept talking to him, but it wasn't that. It was that this man was being channeled or something enlightened, and he knew a lot because he basically was from here, and he wanted to know more about how to center that samadhi that he obviously felt, but it was being misdirected in every... Because you can have samadhi, and it can be misdirected. You can become a doormat. You can. You can become like, I will do everything for anybody without holding barriers, be able to say, no, this is my schedule for the day, and you have the schedule, and then if somebody comes in, you feel like, oh, I have to help this person, but you already have something placed at 11 to 12, and you go, oh, okay, come. And then afterwards, you're like, I don't know what to do. I scheduled 2 people. So samadhi comes in, and you have to be able to become a pillar of light, pillar of the world, which means you direct it and you become both male and female. You are. You have the dual personality of male and female. So you have the male side says, I have everything scheduled, and no, I only have open 1 to 2. The female personality would say, just come, like kids, everybody come, it's a big party. But in reality, you have to become an adult and
establish your boundaries.
Establish the boundaries. Introduce the samadhi into the life, which means dual.
Well, introducing the samadhi in the way that we're looking at it is that we have this oneness with the inner self, the samadhi self, the neutral witness is the way that I like to call it. And from the perspective of the neutral witness, we can enter into duality. We're here in duality. We're living in duality. We enter into duality with conscious awareness of how we do it. And that's why the enlightenment with squares process, which we're lovingly calling ESP, enlightenment with squares process, helps us to understand duality and to see how we fit into it, how it fits into our lives. As we become more and more aware of that, we can actually be more clear with our decisions, our actions in every moment. And oftentimes we get carried away. We get caught in one of the quadrants of the dual human ego and think that, we're righteously there. We can choose to be in any one of the quadrants of the dual human ego out of the need of the moment. But when we choose to do it, it's different than being caught there. And that's what the ESP process is all about. So I encourage you today to go into Chapter 2 of Samadhi Game and work with the Enlightenment with Squares process a little bit, because it does help us to gain a mastery over this world of form. And so let's go and give heartfelt, tangible samadhi now. We're situated. We've repelled the darkness from us. We've rolled it back. We've ensconced ourselves in this great light that we are. We've protected ourselves for the traveling to the ancestors. Let's go now to the great ancestors. Let me see if I can find an invocation here that invokes the great ancestors. Let's do this invocation. And then, let's do this mantra. I am the Sun Sun. We're going to invoke this sun-conscious neutral witness awareness that we're talking about. And we're going to invoke it as the sun, this blazing sun of light that's in our hearts. And in doing so, we're going to invoke all the ancestors, these great beings that have walked this path of enlightenment before us, asking for their blessings. Let's go on. I am the Sun Sun. As the sun blazing, Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, sun-conscious neutral witness awareness, I radiate, radiate, radiate with Alpha and Omega, Helios and Vesta, mighty cosmos and the great central sun magnet, the god and goddess Meru, Elohim, Apollo and Lumina, archangels Jophiel and Christine, Lord Lanto, Lord Ling, Confucius and Lao Tzu, Sanat Kamara, Gautama Buddha, Lord Maitreya, Jesus, Padmasambhava, and Kuthumi, Om Ritas, Om Ram, and the great divine director, Saint Germain and Portia, El Moria, Padre Pio and the Rose of Light, Charity, Surya and Cusco, Lanello, Sir Laughalot and K17, Kali, the Buddha Mother, and all true messiahs, all enlightened, liberated, ascended, and cosmic beings, legions of angels and dark angels, Christed ones, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Elohim, gnomes of the earth, undines of the water, sylphs of the air, salamanders of elemental fire, and lightning bolts of Akasha, I decree.
Come, O Sun, O
Golden Sun, and to our hearts we say, now radiate your sacred fire upon our world today. Power of the central sun, O magnet of delight, restore the Dharma of the earth, a golden sun is bright. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O life, O shining life, that fill the mind with fire. Helios and Vesta come and part your pure desire. Wisdom of the central sun, O magnet of delight, restore the gnosis of ourself in clear and perfect sight. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O power, radiant power, solar plexus rays, transmute the patterns of our fear and let the soul give praise. Love fire of the central sun, O magnet of delight, restore compassion for all life and pink and golden light. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O sun, O golden sun, and to our hearts we say, now radiate your sacred fire upon our world today. Power of the central sun, a magnet of delight, restore the Dharma of the earth, a golden sun is bright. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O life, the shining life, that fill the mind with fire. Helios and Vesta come and part your pure desire.
Wisdom of the central sun,
Sun, a magnet of delight, restore the gnosis of ourself in clear and perfect sight. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O power, radiant power, solar plexus rays, transmute the patterns of our fear and let the soul give praise. Love fire of the central sun, a magnet of delight, restore compassion for all life in pink and golden light. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing sun of God. Come, O sun, and golden sun, and to our hearts we say, now radiate your sacred fire upon our world today. Power of the central sun, a magnet of delight. Restore the dharma of the earth, a golden sun despite. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing son of God. Come, O light, the shining light, the fill the mind with fire. Hear the young investor come and purchase your desire. Wisdom of the central sun, a magnet of delight. Restore the nose of self and clear and perfect sight. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, the blazing son of God. Come, O power, radiant power, so the plexus raise. Has meet the patterns of appear, and let the soul give praise. Love fire of the central sun, a magnet of delight.
Restore compassion for our
Life in pink and golden light. I am the sun, I am the sun, I hold the sacred rod. I am the sun, I am the sun, a blazing son of God. In the miracle mantra, in the fullness of cosmic joy, we accept this and miracles manifest here and now, with unconditional love, wisdom, and power, anchored in the earth, air, fire, water, and akasha, and tangibly manifest in our lives and the lives of all evolutions of light throughout cosmos. The sun blazing all over the earth, all over the earth body that we wear. The sun is blazing out of our consciousness, out of our hearts, into the world around us, even saturating our very seeming enemies with light. A light that cannot be misqualified, a light that we will not allow to be misqualified and redirected at us again. We've done the mantras at the beginning of this episode of Samadhi Game that repel from us all negativity, transmute the negativity, and bless those who are sending us ill will. So we prepare ourselves. We've invoked the ancestors of great light. We're going, and even when we travel to visit with our own bloodline ancestors, we are actually making an effort to connect with that ancestry which has gone on before us. And that's a reflection of this connection that we're making as we make these connections into the higher octave, connecting with the ancestors of light, finding a way back to the source, and blessing it all, blessing everyone. It's said in yogic circles that when one person in a family enters the path of enlightenment, the entire lineage is blessed, because you're carrying the DNA of the lineage that you come from, and whatever karmic patterns have been involved in that DNA will be reconciled. And if that means an upheaval of sorts, bless it. Let it come, and keep your heart centered, and do as we said earlier, as soon as upheaval comes, as soon as you feel that attack of anxiety, that attack of another person against you, go to the mantras. Seal yourself again in light. Reestablish your aura of perfection, and let that be your way. Despite the tendency to engage in a karmic battle, don't do it. Stay high in the Lord Christ Almighty, the Lord that is your I Am Samadhi. And by doing these mantras, we keep reminding ourselves, we advertise to ourselves that this is the light. This is my true being. We will not journey into this outer darkness, but stay at home in the light, in this shining sun of being. And we've affirmed it, and we've said, I am, I am, I am, this made manifest now, all miracles made manifest now. And the miracle of our life made manifest now.
Let's do a nice mantra now, though. A nice one.
I think I'd like to end the broadcast now, because I have a few things to do.
Yes, we do.
And
We do.
I would like to. I'd love these mantras.
know,
I'd love
I
to
know.
keep going on. But at this point, I'd like to welcome you to our Jersey broadcast. We're going to be broadcasting from Jersey. We're going to see
probably the shore.
We're going to see if we can find a place on the shore, the Jersey Shore, and broadcast from that place that has undergone such trauma this year.
I know, so sad.
And we will love to come to you again. Monday, we'll be there Monday morning, and Wednesday.
Maybe in Spring Lake, New Jersey, right? On the new boardwalk.
Maybe on that new
built.
boardwalk someplace. All right, so much love to you all. Thank you for joining us, Linda and Barbara, and all others viewing this broadcast in the archived editions online at Ustream, at Samadhi Games website on Ustream, or at samadhigame.com. Wherever you are, you can always tune in and watch past broadcasts and archives and get that infusion of light. Give yourself the infusion of light. They say that you whatever college you attend, whatever class you attend, you always get out of it what you put into it, no matter what college it is. It can be Harvard, or it can be Santa Monica College. So put into this.
Yes,
put
don't be asleep in college.
So what you put into Samadhi Game is what you get out of it. Put in your heart, your love, and you will get back tenfold the radiance of life manifesting in your world. So thank you so much for coming. Again, we go now to our music broadcast just for a few moments, and then we'll post this archived version. And have a wonderful week, and join us again from Jersey on Monday morning. Okay, see you.
Are the bones of angels. The bones of angels. Together we will be forever. We will see. I see you and I see me and the bones of angels. Together we will be forever. We will see. I see you and I see me and the bones of angels. Yeah, the bones of angels. Right, the bones of angels. Yeah, the bones of angels. Bones of angels. I see you and I see me.